This is Supermonaman's. What's Supermonaman's channel? It's my reaction to uh, Smokey the Bear versus McGruff the Crime Dog. Honestly, I completely forgot McGruff was the thing. I know Smokey, but I clearly didn't remember McGruff the Crime Dog. Even though I feel like I knew at some point. So Smokey Bear was the crime dog. I'm really interested to see how the breakdown goes. Start 3, 2, 1, play. That's for that.
I gotta tell you about Quill, the app where you open packs to collect stickers, trading cards, and Funko figures for your phone with some of your favorite brands like Marvel, DC, Rainbow Bros, Rick and Morty, and tons more. Collect and trade them in the app or send them via iMessage. Pick up the app for free by clicking the link in the description, and don't forget to add Screw Attack as a friend. New stickers, cards, and figures are released every day, so hit us up for trade if you get a
Green Ranger.
When it comes to public service, two animals have gone far beyond the call of duty.
They're known throughout the world as the symbols of safety.
So let's bring them
fight to the death.
Smokey Bear, the firefighting mascot of forest safety.
And McGruff the crime dog, taking a bite out of crime wherever he goes.
He's wears an arm boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
That's a cool
In
animation.
1944, America's forests faced an ever-increasing threat. With nearly 16 million men battling Nazis overseas, little manpower remained to combat the spread of forest fires. Every year, 30 million acres of trees would go up in smoke.
Damn, that's even more trees than Snoop Dogg can burn.
America needed a new hero.
Wow,
Someone could prevent these disastrous blazes from occurring in the first place.
Yep.
And then along came a lovable cartoon bear named Smokey.
So remember, only you
can
can
prevent
prevent
forest
forest fires.
As a mascot, Smokey Bear did what he could to inspire the American people. He even partnered with Bambi to teach the ways of fire safety. However, Smokey was still merely a dream, a figment of imagination, until one fateful day in the Capitan Mountains of New Mexico.
What do you know? A forest fire broke out. The mountain trees were annihilated in a blaze so intense
fires are
30
horrifying.
firefighters called to action were almost incinerated. Thousands
The
of
forest
critters
fire.
either fled or
Forest fires
died.
are truly
All but one.
terrifying.
Atop a smoldering tree clung a lone survivor, a small black bear cub. His paws burnt, his family lost to the flames.
So after firefighters rescued him, there was only one name that fit. Smokey.
Well, first they named him Hotfoot Teddy, but they couldn't waste such a
Wow.
great PR opportunity.
New York State
Adopted into the National Zoo
American
in
Luxury
Washington,
American
D.C., young Smokey became the living symbol of fire
What?
prevention. They
It's
even
hot
made
shit.
an animated short of his new official origin story, and
He's
it's
born in Mexico.
pretty horrifying, actually.
The public adored young Smokey. He received so much
course he did.
fan mail, he had to get his own zip code. And since then, Smokey
Wow.
has successfully helped prevent forest fires and promote fire safety for over 70 years.
70 years, that's
And
awesome.
boy, oh boy, has he done a good job.
Yep.
Drown your campfires with water. Make sure it's totally wet.
Yep.
Then stir and drown again.
Indeed, in
Yep.
just the first 20 years,
Pretty much,
annual
actually.
forest fire damage dropped over 80%.
Yeah, thanks to Smokey.
it's really good to see
I've
Phil.
never started a forest
Safety.
fire in my
That's just-
entire life.
I don't believe that.
To my knowledge, I mean, I've had plenty of opportunities.
Well, I'm
Wow,
impressed. I didn't think you took anybody's advice so seriously.
Why wouldn't I take Smokey's? This guy started a fire safety club, picked
Yep,
up
pretty much.
ventriloquism, and even taught the Addams family to put out
Yeah, it's
fires.
crazy.
You know, the people who love pain and things
Exactly,
that are generally
right?
bad for you.
It's fucking
He's
crazy.
befriended the creatures of the forest, much
Several
like a Disney
times.
princess, and even infiltrated
Yeah,
Disney
for the last
itself to
3
teach their
cycles,
characters about fire
Pretty
safety.
much time.
Also, unlike most
keep
mascots at
starting
the
the
time,
wrong
he
times.
successfully protected his dignity
Never
through the
care.
toughest social experience in recent history,
What?
the 90s.
Jesus.
Protect the forest. Protect our trees. Oh, what I do it. This isn't me.
Smoke, we agreed you talk to kids in their
I
language.
know, but I'll just give it to them straight.
Oh, and in case you
Wow.
forgot, he's also a goddamn bear.
and
Yep.
American black
Pretty
bears,
much.
to be precise.
Okay.
The largest
There's-
black bears are over
This
7
is
feet
definitely
tall
like
and
the Scott's
exceed
thing.
800 pounds, which seems
Versus.
to match Smokey's own size.
Smokey's got
Imperial
plenty to fight with,
versus.
like his razor
Horse.
sharp claws, his
Battle.
trusty
Like that.
shovel, and enough muscle to rip your arm off Chewbacca style. And then you have
Jesus.
to worry about fighting a bear that's armed.
Was that a pun? It wasn't
Christ.
bear related.
Wiz, you
So
can't
what
even
is that
compare
here?
the amount of puns I've got. What have you got?
As if. Unlike Boomstick, Smokey isn't one to just do the bare minimum. In fact, bears in general are quite durable creatures thanks to their stout anatomy. Including a
Pretty much,
skeleton
yeah.
so stable it endures long hibernation without withering.
You better believe
That's
Smokey
crazy.
is strong too.
God
Bears
damn it,
his
I
size
love
can
this.
break trees
I
and
also
flip
love
over
this. I hate
boulders
puns.
weighing more than
I like
350
I
pounds.
hate and
When
love
he was
puns.
just a cub,
I love
Smokey
hate
even
relationships.
smashed this shitty little house to bits.
He's surprisingly stealthy, able to
The
sneak
major
up on people in
forest
broad
or
daylight with
fire
barely a
sound
sound.
sounds.
Also,
Just
black
know
bears can
sometimes.
run up to 30 miles per hour.
What
That's
the
what makes
fuck?
the bear cavalry so
They're on a
dangerous.
apocalypse.
Aside from that,
Thinking
he's
talks
accomplished
nice.
many unbelievable feats to keep the forest safe, like manipulating time.
And also when he
What
disguised himself as a
the
woman
fuck?
without bearing any resemblance to his real body. Boomstick, why
What?
don't you introduce his greatest feat with your baritone voice?
God damn it.
Prepare yourself, because Smokey can magically grow so large he's bigger than Godzilla.
What
Look
the
at
fuck?
the size of him.
All just to emphasize a
Guys, so
much
anything.
like how I'm owning
I don't
this
know, I don't
unbearable
know,
pun war.
Battles
Oh,
are
I'm
awesome.
still going. I hope you
Some
brought
drug
some
battles
sort
are
of
dope.
non-perishable snack, because I can do this
But
all
some
day.
drug
You're
battles
gonna be so
are
embarrassed
badass.
when you lose.
I'm
No,
badass.
that'll never happen when it's me versus you.
Drug
Ah,
battles.
you missed a bear pun. You're out.
Ursus is Latin for bear, moron.
Ah, damn it! You know Latin's my weakness. If only
Ah.
I was a bear, then my only weakness would be bear traps, bear
Okay,
repellents,
it's
and
bear
bear
bears.
mates. You know, shit that
Well,
people
what's
had to
this
make
bear
to
bears?
stop
I know.
bears since they're so
That's
unstoppable.
what it is.
There are some techniques to increase your chances of surviving a bear attack. Some say you can punch your arm down their throat to induce uncontrollable vomiting. Although I wouldn't recommend that because you're definitely going to lose your arm.
And it's gross.
Honestly, all you can really do is make yourself look as large and intimidating as possible.
Now I know a foolproof way to escape a bear. You just gotta be
Jesus.
faster than the guy next to you.
Well, it's a good thing Smokey chose a life of education and
Wow.
isn't chasing people down. The last thing you want after you is an 8-foot tall bear with a giant shovel and a grudge.
Only you can prevent
Not
forest
far
fires.
Smokey,
I gotta get back to the forest.
Wow.
Let me take you on a trip back to the late 1970s,
Nice.
also known as the
Nice.
feel-good decade, a time where individualism and personal liberation took
90s.
center stage. But not everybody took that as a sign of peace.
Yeah, domestic crime was getting bad. Like, really bad.
Jesus.
At the
Nice
turn of
going,
the
Frank.
decade, the American people made a hero to save them from themselves. A
Wow.
dog in a trench coat.
This canine began his
Pretty
campaign
fabulous.
modestly enough, but he needed a name. After 8 months of polling, he was given one, along with an unforgettable slogan.
Take a bite of that crime.
McGruff,
That's awesome
the
for
crime
all of us.
dog.
Focused and determined to make that bite count, McGruff hit the streets hard and fast. In just a year, more than
I just
50%
think
of
I'm
Americans had seen at least one
in
McGruff
this. I
advertisement.
will see.
Because teenagers are the victims of over 2,000 violent crimes by strangers every day. You can help stop it.
That's because he was willing to get his job done by any means possible,
But
even if it meant
products of
ultimate
the war
embarrassment.
crimes,
He
like,
used
like,
commercials,
like,
cartoons, comic books, video games, musicals.
When
He
she's
even
like house.
released his own anti-drug album with such classic singles as
Playing on certain
Crack and
things.
Cocaine.
Playing like certain, like, these some. Although those houses. Maybe I think so.
And
I also got one for
inhalants.
Smokey. I see so far.
You'll be suffering pain. 'Cause inhalants kill. Yeah, it's really bad.
As McGruff's
Yeah.
plan generally targeted children rather than current criminals, it required patience and time. But it worked. Over the next few decades, crime dropped exponentially.
Interesting
The
enough.
next generation of America was
Okay, then.
smarter and safer.
Probably thinking, hey, you can't prove McGruff was responsible for all of that. And I say to you,
I-
can you prove he wasn't?
Regardless, McGruff
Yes, sir.
certainly had a massive impact,
It's
leading the
either
charge against crime.
I mean, that's seriously impressive, considering all my dog does is sit around licking his balls.
McGruff's not just any
Wow,
dog.
don't
He's
stick
a
it back.
6-foot-tall bipedal bloodhound, a dog breed known for their excellent
Room
sense of
for
smell,
suction,
an
suction,
extremely powerful
very
bite,
switch off,
and
like
floppy,
that.
adorable ears.
Very simple
Scaling him
thing.
to your average bloodhound, McGruff can likely
Very
run
straight to
45
blood.
miles per hour,
Giant
jump
punch
10
is like
feet
crime.
high, and
Like
bite
it's
with enough
like
pressure
doing
to break
that
bones.
And unlike my dog, McGruff
Sure.
wears a cool trench coat,
although-
which not only protects him
although-
from the rain and
although-
cold, but gives off a neat detective vibe.
However, unlike
Although-
Thailand's Air Chief Marshal, Mr. Fufu,
Rest in peace, buddy.
Although,
true story, McGruff
me-
doesn't appear to
me
hold an
both of
official
those-
police rank. He calls himself a pre-tective, which is just as fake as it sounds.
Oh, wait. If a crime hasn't happened yet, then how does he know to stop it? That's like some Minority Report shit.
He possesses a certain
But
set of
that's the top
skills to
hat.
do so.
No,
He has
why
a
not?
keen eye for details and context
I'm-
clues. He's exceptional at analyzing and predicting potential crimes in progress.
So he can predict what's gonna happen with a few context clues, but that doesn't mean much if he can't stop a mugging or whatever.
Luckily, McGruff has plenty of tools and talents. When someone's in trouble, McGruff's circle of respect creates a force field.
Which is apparently the perfect defense against bullies.
While he's not an
Oh,
official
yeah.
member of the police force, he's
Right.
been hanging around to officers for
Smokey's
decades.
not
So
bully.
it's not
300
unreasonable to
horsepower,
believe he's picked up
but
some
he's not
police
South
combat
Americans.
training.
Being your own dog has its perks. For example, McGruff's car isn't a standard beat-up
can
police
drive
cruiser.
despite
It's a
being
friggin'
wow.
monster truck. This bad mamma jamma is based on a
That's cool,
2010
actually.
Ford Super Duty with 540 cubic inches of
Wow.
gas-guzzling badassery.
Definitely an upgrade over his original 96 model. Though I'm not sure what this has to do with
So like, if they both can stop,
Screw
if they both
preventing
can stop time
crime.
to
This
just
beautiful beast
stop.
prevents all kinds of other stuff,
Cancel.
like boredom,
else
being a
powerful
little
cancel.
sissy, and small European cars from going unsmashed. That's enough
Wow.
for me.
Ironically, despite his skills and claim to stop crimes before they happen, he's more of a counselor than a protector, and doesn't actually step in all that often.
No, but he doesn't need to when he can freeze time.
Very much,
Yes,
yeah.
McGruff is famous for pausing time and breaking the fourth wall to discuss an ongoing potential crime. Unfortunately, while pausing time, McGruff does not seem capable of interacting with the world around him.
That's Jenny. But that's not Jenny's dad. If she gets into that car, that may be the last time you'll see Jenny.
okay.
He
Thanks for
doesn't
us.
even bother saving Jenny from her kidnapper.
Which means he was right. That was the last time we saw Jenny.
Right.
Still, McGruff's campaign has been wildly victorious.
Okay.
It's safe to say he succeeded in
That's
taking
it,
a
Smokey.
bite out of crime.
Thanks, Smokey.
Oh
Guys,
my
for the
god,
win.
we didn't even mention the reality flipping
think
switch
Smokey
he has in his
Bear
office.
is
What
gonna
the
win.
hell is up with that thing?
I'm McGruff the crime dog, and I'm here to help take the fight out of crime.
Damn. Smokey Bear's gonna win, I think. I think
All right,
Smokey's
the
gonna win.
combatants are set. Let's end this debate
There,
once and for
there.
all.
But first, I've got a
Let's
public
serious.
service announcement for you.
Become
It's
friends.
about food.
Which never happens. Never.
Grandpappy
Papa,
Boomstick always said
Papa,
that
watch
nothing
this
in
show.
life is better than good food and making
No,
something
else.
with your own two hands. And
These
Blue
two
Apron is both those things combined.
Blue Apron is the #1
No,
fresh
no.
ingredient and recipe
Smokey's got
delivery
murdered
service
the
in the
fuck
country.
out
All
of
ingredients arrive right to your door,
McGruff.
guaranteed fresh
Mm.
and ready to cook.
It's better than eating fast food,
Good.
plus it's affordable. Blue Apron is less than $10 per person per meal.
Choose from a variety of recipes and get the meals that sound good to you. The
Good,
ingredients are
good,
perfectly
good.
portioned and the instructions are easy to follow. I mean, even
Seems like
Boomstick
it.
can do it.
Hey, watch it or you're not
with
getting any of
somehow-
the next meal I make when it arrives. Like the soy-glazed pork and rice
Ah.
cakes with bok choy and
Sounds good,
marinated
actually.
green beans.
And if you're worried about
Sounds
variety,
pretty
don't
good, honestly.
bother. Recipes are not repeated within the year, so you'll never get bored. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals
Check his
for
ass,
free
Smokey.
with free shipping. By
Check his
going to
ass.
blueapron.com/battle.
You'll love how good it feels and tastes to
Jesus,
create
it's not
incredible
gonna work.
home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait.
That's
Might be
blueapron.com/battle.
Blue
Okay,
Apron,
fine.
a better way to cook. But right now,
Look,
it's
look,
time
look,
for a
look.
death battle.
Damn straight. Come on, Smokey. Kick his ass.
Remember, kids, fire is a dangerous tool. It should never be left unattended. Well, time to go. Only you could have prevented that forest fire, fool.
This animation is so cool. I love this animation. Damn. Smokey's getting away. That's okay. That's cool. It's like an old time cartoon. It's an old time cartoon. We're gonna all those classic sounds.
You should learn to respect your surroundings. I'll show you respect.
Damn. Those old times, those classic sounds. Yeah, you're fucked.
Remember, kids, you're about to be mauled by a bear.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Stupid dog. Take a bite out of this.
Oh. Oh shit, that's awesome. Oh, guy, girl, oh. Right, I forgot one fact, that's so awesome.
Not even you can prevent this. Remember, kids. Remember me.
Jesus Christ, that's cool, and I even the fire. We're gonna
Looks
fight
like
next.
McGruff had a rough time out there.
Ah.
Smokey was clearly the
I just-
stronger combatant
that is
thanks
clear.
to... Well, thanks to being a giant bear, really.
McGruff wasn't totally outclassed. His greater speed and smaller size made the battle quite tedious for Smokey. But that's about it.
Yeah, he couldn't compete with Smokey in anything else.
This is like-
It's
this is
like
like-
my grandpappy always said,
Like,
why
there's
have a
Tiger
guard
Battle.
dog when you can
In
get a
the
guard
analysis,
bear?
it's-
But what
Yeah,
truly
she's
mattered
an
in this
icon
battle
for-
were their unique
Once
abilities,
she's
and in
done.
that, McGruff didn't stand a chance. When McGruff paused time, he couldn't affect the world around
Once
him,
she's
while
done.
Smokey has shown that he can.
And really, what are you gonna do against a bear that can grow to the size of a
Once he
mountain?
knows it's done,
So, bear
that's the
beats
wins.
dog, Smokey's
I don't know
powers
what.
were superior, and ultimately Smokey had far more options to take McGruff down for good.
Smokey was just more than
Yeah,
McGruff
the
could
thing analysis
bear.
those sides.
Haha, one last bear pun.
Nice.
Suck it, Wiz.
The winner is Smokey Bear.
Nice.
Stick around, we're about to announce the
Yeah,
commands for the next
da- da-
round.
And if you want to watch exclusive
Hot
commentary on this
and-
episode, click that little box over there and start a first
That's
membership
all
trial.
to us. So our bitch, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh
Only you
shit,
can prevent forest fires.
That's gonna be
Click the
epic
link
as
below and help
fuck.
save lives.
Oh, that's a cool thing to do, YouTube. Nice, that's Malcolm. Nice work, It's a really cool thing to do. Respect. Got my respect for that shit. Damn, that was great, though. That was hilarious, but also badass. I loved it. It's pretty sure some people are not gonna love it, but I loved it. So, you know, doesn't really matter. That's just about where we're at for survivors, right? Well, we did great too, though. That was a great battle, though. And that's what seems like it's gonna be epic, though. I'm really looking forward to it. Almost 3 days. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And you can find and message me on Twitter. And you can find and support me on Patreon, both of which can be found in the links in the description. And finally, for my outro, for my favorite anime reviewer, Jetsu Otaku, sayonara, bye bye.